Well, hey Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. In this episode, we're going to look at a robot spirits, the RGM-89S Stark Jegan. This is from Unicorn, and actually this is a robot spirits from 2010, so back in the time when they were like first coming out, so there's some issues with them compared to the newer figures, but they're still awesome nonetheless. But before we get started, if you haven't, please subscribe. If you think this is a cool video, give it a like. Check the links in the description for ways you can support the channel. Check out our Discord, we have a lot of fun there, but let's get started. Alright, and before we get started, oh, that's not gonna fit, but look at the box here. Got this off eBay. Now this is a figure that I learned from a recent G-Watch I did with Ian, our mod, and Uncle Tom. Goose was part of that too. But, you know, shout out to who I bought it from. You know, having a nice note from Japan, a little origami swan on there. So I think that's really awesome. So yeah, this is number 55. Check out some of that art on the back, or not really art, but the photos to kind of see what it looks like. Pretty awesome. I have the Kshatriya, so I'm gonna have to get some pics with the Kshatriya. All right, and here we go. You know, one of the main things when it comes to the robot spirits from this time frame is kind of the lanky looseness that is part of the design. The scale, while proportioned accurately, seems to be kind of off, especially when it comes to different parts with the joints. I would even say like the head here, if I can get a good shot, where the neck is, it kind of sticks out a little much, but I think that's just, again, due to the engineering during that time period. There's other little things too, like, you know, loose joints. These are things that are easily fixable though, with anything from super glue to nail polish. But I mean, just getting a look at the figure, I mean, it looks awesome. It's a Stark Jegan shown up in Unicorn fighting the Kshatriya. I mean, it just looks awesome. The Jegan, of course, being the sort of next generation GM for the Federation. And it was used up until, as far as I know, F91. So as far as articulation, kind of curious on a few things. We got a very good elbow joint there. That goes up all the way, more than 90, so that's good. The head itself, you know, moves around quite a bit. That's the thing with, and it's a very interesting thought I'm now coming to, this trade-off with newer robot spirits versus the older ones. The newer ones kind of have limited articulation in some ways, but it's trying to be true to the accurate representation of the figure itself. With this in particular, these older robot spirits, sometimes, again, where joints are, there's a little bit more gappage or bigger areas connecting things together, like up in here you can see, and that's because it's trying to give it more range. So I guess that's kind of the give and take they've decided on through the years with this line. But paint apps are pretty good. Sometimes, especially with the older robot spirits, there's areas where they could have panel lined or done a bit more color separation. I think like the venting there kind of, you know, just looks okay. All right, and yeah, as for accessories, so very simple, and I even kept it in the bag it came with the instructions. First of all, it came with something to get a stand, Act 3. And then also, yeah, the instructions itself, just going over a few things here, really to attach, you know, the components for like the armor and the shielding, the little antenna for the head. Otherwise, it's all in Japanese, so I can't really read it. So it also comes with this rocket launcher, pretty awesome. And then another type of beam gun, so it kind of has two here. One that looks like, you know, what you would see from a standard GM, the other one that's like an evolution of what was on the Alex. You know, I guess jumping into the different weapons would be another video, wouldn't it? It's got a spare antenna, just in case you lose the other one. The one that came in the packaging, and I don't know if I can show this, it's kind of curved a little bit. It's not bad though, but it's nice that you have an additional one. That's really cool about the robot spirits, is there's certain things that they keep in mind that you could lose and need to replace. As for hands, we kind of have the relaxed hands here, trigger, finger, hand, holding gun, hand here. Okay, bear with me, I'm not getting some good focus here. All right, here we have just a fist, a closed fist. I like that. I like that they come with something like that. And then the slightly open fist, if I can get it to focus. All right, that might be much better. Okay, slightly open fist for the beam saber. Always nice to have that. So I like this, that this has those specific types of hands. You know, you've got the trigger finger, you've got a relaxed, you got a closed fist, and you got the open for the beam saber. That allows a good look for your figure when you're wanting to pose it and not make it look all weird. And that's the one thing I don't like about, you know, some modern action figures, especially like the Marvel Legends, they just come with like their hands like in that open position, and posing them looks weird. Okay, we were just looking at those accessories, but I want to kind of dive in more to this. So these were kind of hard to put on, but I'm going to try to take them off for the video. I mean, what if I break this on video? That would be interesting. Okay, it looks like you can kind of try to, pull. So here's what it looks like, and you can kind of see where it has the little outside area, which I'm not too sure what that's for, but the inner part is actually what will then clip on, and you can kind of see on the shoulder here where there's a groove in there for it to go into. So it is kind of a lot of work, but at least it makes it stable. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was gonna break my finger taking that off. But here's kind of going back to what I was talking about earlier with these older figures. Like, look at the arm joint here. It looks a little messy, you know. It just looks odd, but this is what allows it to have this amazing articulation without falling apart. It's just over time it gets a lot more loose. And then you'll see with the newer robot spirits that that's not really the case, because they've kind of limited the articulation. I do kind of like that trade-off. Okay, and it looks like on this, we could take off the armor. So yeah, let's wish me luck. But we can see where the joint goes right into here. Let's attempt the other arm. Okay, that one came off a lot easier. But also, yeah, the backpack here came off, so that's just another component of this. So far, here's the Jegan with less armor on. Now, I don't know if you can take off the side leg armor. I don't know if that is the intention here. Anyway, messing around with the leg armor here. It doesn't look like it's supposed to come off. I was trying. I just don't want to break it. Yeah, you know, this is an awesome figure. Like, these things like the Jegan, the Jesta, I want more robot spirits of these. And with so many other figures for them to be making, I feel like this is something that would just come later on, if at all. I mean, I hope so. But yeah, just, you know, taking another quick look at it like this, awesome figure. Awesome figure, worth me finding it, not having to pay the over $300 for it. I think I got it at a very reasonable price, considering this was an exclusive. But yeah, let's get everything back on. All right, there it is with the main stuff back on. Probably not going to throw these on. I like them a lot, but it takes away from this badass, just general Federation mass production mobile suit look. I love. Man, would love to get a Jesta. But you know, this thing looks so cool. Obviously, I can display it with the Kshatriya, because that looks awesome. And yeah, everything about this is, you know, and the Kshatriya also comes with the Jegan beam saber as well. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, there you go. Let me know what you guys think. I hope they update this stuff, but there's so many different lines for the robot spirits to go through that I don't think we're going to get an update anytime soon. They're just now finishing up 08MS Team, 0083. I would assume they're going to do stuff with Thunderbolt, maybe even Hathaway. Would they go back to Unicorn after releasing all the figures they did? I'm not too sure. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. We'll talk later.